After picking up a couple of these little willow tree figurines for just a few dollars at the local thrift store, I decided just to give them a little shake-up. I think they're adorable as they are, but I think we could enhance them and maybe even modernize them. Hey there, my name is Kathy. Welcome to the Junk Shack, baby. I have this little willow tree figurine with the cat that will become black. And these were her wings. They were in there just like that. They were flat a little more. I just kind of pinched them up and they popped right out. And I think what I'm going to do with the wings, because I just don't feel right just throwing them away, I am going to shape, hopefully you can see, kind of try to shape them into a little basket, maybe, kind of something maybe resembling a laundry basket, maybe, I don't know. You're watching me come up with it just right now. And if I can sit and kind of play with this for a little while, I think I could come up with a little something, maybe put a little blanket in it, you know, as if she had just picked the cat up from a little slumber next to the window and she was giving it some love. But it's a way to reuse it and still keep it as part of what it was, what it came with. Keep it original, but not semi-original. My thought is to take this, just a dishcloth from Dollar Tree, and the little round thing kind of fits perfectly in there snugly. And I think I'm going to take and cut a couple of these out and make a little pillow, put a little bit of stuffing in it, just a little dot of hot glue around the end. And then I would have a little pillow in there and it would look like she is holding her little cat that was just napping right there. Too bad I can't mimic some sun. Maybe I'll try to photograph it like that. As best as I could, I lined up this circle with this circle. I believe they're pretty close, and I am just going to do a cut and give them plenty of room, and then I'll fix it when I pull it off, and we'll see how it looks. I probably should have got my better scissors, but I couldn't be asked to do that. That would require going downstairs, and I want to craft. I don't want to sit around collecting all of my items. Alrighty. So now I'm going to pull this, kind of clean this up a little bit. I had this little piece left over after I cut off the, this part from the towel. And I have lined it up. And what I think I'm going to do, I know that's the center. I'm just going to kind of, put this like that. It's going to become my stuffing. I'm going to use Mod Podge all the way around it, and then close it, let it dry, and then I'll be able to cut it because it will also help all the little bits and pieces. And I will trim around the black. Maybe a little bit of the edges will be a little hard, but it's just it's for a prop. I'm not going to overthink it. And I just scooped out some Mod Podge, and I'm going to put it pretty thick all the way around this. And I'm going to hold this little piece here just so that I know where my center is, and try not to get any of this glue on my little stuffing piece. Let me get my tool out. I have some little clothespins, but did I grab them? Hell to the no. All right, I'm gonna let this dry. See you in a minute. I wanted to keep these affordable and with minimal effort, just a little update. And I decided to give these 2 aprons. I'm trying to figure out which paper I like. Since this little piece fits perfectly like an apron on her, I am going to use it as a template. But I really, really like and feel like this is the right little piece of paper. And if you look real close, it looks like material and it looks worn. I think it's going to make the perfect apron. I dipped a piece of twine in Mod Podged and lined it along the top of her apron as her apron strings and allowed that to dry. She also came with wings, and I no longer wanted to use them. So in the same fashion, I took the wings off, bent them around, made them into a basket shape, but decided instead to use it as, you guessed it, an umbrella top. I just painted the outside of the basket and stuck a piece of tissue paper over it. My next challenge was how to balance it on top of a paint stick without using a buttload of glue. I have an affordable, well, let's just call it free, idea for you. Take an old paintbrush, dip it in Mod Podge, get a whole bunch on it, swirl it around on a card like that so that the brushes are all fanned out, and then let it dry. So I painted it with, where is it? This color, dark scarlet, just one thin coat. And now I'm using this sky blue, and I am making dots. Just trying to give it some more texture kind of from far away. Hopefully it will look like flowers. Not too much. Very organically. Next, I added this pink, what's it called? Flamingo. And I just I don't know if you guys all know about this, but you can take an cheap old Dollar Tree brush, and I like to find a flat spot and twirl it like this with it down so that it makes a big, let me dot it up so you can see. When you dab it, it kind of makes organic spots everywhere. I love organic spots, and that's exactly what I did with the pink on the umbrella. Just organic, bright pink spots all over it, along with the blue painted over the red. I cut the paintbrush fronds off of the paper. It was just a piece of pretty cardstock. This side had polka dots on it. And as you can see, it's not completely dry, but it's sturdy enough to hold up my little umbrella. I'm sitting here fretting about how to get it to, should I glue it? Should I make a little piece of clay, like a base for it to stand in? How to make it more permanent? And so this is just laying on top of there. Oh, and I just leaned it against her and it worked. So it kind of had me thinking a little bit different about, how I'm going to set her up, exactly how this will be facing. Yeah, I knew that would never, ever happen again. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out all the logistics of how to give her an umbrella, or I'm not even sure what it is. But you will see as soon as I know. Ha! I got it up there again. Maybe this won't be as hard as I first thought. I paint the paint stick or not. I thought the green was pretty good. It kind of matches the green. I don't think I'm going to paint it. I'm going to leave it look just like an umbrella. Next up, her. I have a few ideas about her, but I just don't know. It's so hard to make up my mind. For this little girl, I decided to keep her an angel, but use my favorite technique, faking brass. That is when I paint the item with gold spray paint, hit it with some hammered brass paint and a little bit of this green paint, and then do an antiquing job on it and make it look like vintage brass. For this last little lady, I chose a brown paper. It kind of has a Scandinavian look, and used it for her apron, and then very carefully and simply painted her flowers red. She was the easiest of them all. Thanks for watching.